All right, y'all. Welcome back to Feather&Field Reviews. Today we're going to take a look at these high and dry waders from Drake. I'm going to compare them to the quarter zip gator waders that were brand new for this year. Drake came out with these last year, but both of them are quarter zip waders underneath that $1,000 threshold that Sitka and Chen run at. So roll the intro. All right, before we get into the unboxing, let's scroll on the website. So these are the high and dry waders. They run $600, which honestly isn't terrible. I mean, it's pretty much the same price as the gator waders. I think those are 700, but for colors, you have these ones in the bottomland, then you have the shadow grass, the original tree stand, which is probably my favorite, and then the normal green timber, which is pretty much brown. They run in a boot size from 8 to 14, and then they have size all the way from small to 3XL tall. Now, some of the key features on this, the boots are 600 thinsulate, which is a little hot for out here on the East Coast, but the guys out west, that'll be fine. Because they're uninsulated, I wish that they would have stuck around that 1200 thinsulate just so you can kind of get multiple seasons from early season teal and honkers to late season, but it's not that bad. Two pockets, front zip, X cross on the shoulders. And the biggest and best thing about these waders, it's kind of crazy. So they have a 3-year no questions asked warranty on them, which for the industry is pretty crazy. Obviously, you have Chin and Sitka, which have lifetime warranties, but with those companies, as soon as that product line is done and running, that warranty is no longer available. They'll give you a discount, and not saying they don't take care of you, they do, but I like that Drake is finally stepping up to the plate and doing a full 3-year warranty on waders. I think if you're going to spend that much money on these, that should be an industry standard. So let's go ahead and open this box up. Probably going to do a time lapse, and then we will talk about it. Okay, so just like on the gator wader video, we're gonna start at the bottom and work our way up. These boots now, obviously they're 400 thinsulate thicker than the gator waders, but they are a bit heavier. They're definitely thicker in the toe box, the heel, and the sole itself is actually a lot thicker. The tread pattern on these are very aggressive. Like you won't be slipping and sliding in these, which I like. I also really appreciate that at most manufacturers are getting away from that wavy grip pattern on waders. I mean, it worked, but it was annoying and would drag mud everywhere and was not very comfortable to walk in. So we'll go over how these boots feel in just a little bit, but I like the boot. It's good. I appreciate that they put this little knob here on the back to actually get these waders off and on. Good little minor detail, but they feel good. Let's lift this up, maybe, and look at the arc weld. Damn. So the seams at the boot look really good. I haven't seen this, so the actual material looks like it's glued about an inch up all the way. So the boot runs all the way up to about here, and then hopefully you guys can see for that next inch, it looks like the fabric is glued or arc welded all the way around. That looks really promising for Drake because they've had issues in the past, but we'll see. And then the boot itself looks pretty standard. Rubber, neoprene with rubber in the middle, and then this rubber outer shell. Let's set this to the side. Continue to work our way up. So this outer lining, I think it's, let's check. Because the cool thing about the Gator Wader is that down at the bottom, it was a two-piece lining. So you had your inner layer part, but then it had a rougher outer shell to protect these bottom areas, which is where you were most likely to get holes. Let me check. No. So they have no extra protective layer on the outside. Interesting. One thing that does concern me a little bit is there is a lot of seams in this wader, like just on this outside over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different stitch layers. I'm sure it'll be fine. Fingers crossed, you know. But I just see a lot of potential issues with that. But we will see. All right, let's rotate these up and get to the top of the wader. So the belt, pretty standard. I like how all these companies are going with the stretch belt. Makes it much more comfortable and actually makes it practical for you to wear these belts. Pretty standard clip, nothing too fancy there. Let's flip this up to the top. Let's rotate these. So long zipper for when nature calls in the morning. You can get these down, take care of business for getting them off and on as well. Up at the top, just your standard button to keep the zip. As far as pockets go, so you have your front chest pocket here, another one here, and then I kind of appreciate how they did a 2-for-1. So this zipper right here, obviously it's going to be waterproof, you're going to be good to go. And then the fleece lining pockets are also in here as well. So if you're going to keep your hands warm, or if you want to store stuff in there, hopefully y'all can see. So this is fleece lined. So 2 of these outer pockets with, is that magnetic? Yeah, nice. So this outer pocket, not super secure, but it's simple. I can appreciate that, just the magnetic clip. And then these other 2 waterproof chest pockets that are fleece lined. Let's see, Guardian Elite logo. I like that logo a lot. I'm glad that they put that on there. The material itself feels pretty lightweight. Kind of all waders nowadays, there's only so much technology you can put into these, so they're all kind of catching up with each other. Zipper looks good, and I like how on the bottom or the back side of this zipper they put this neoprene lining just to keep anything like underclothes from getting caught up in the zipper. Let's close this back up. Zipper feels good, secure. And then I kind of wish that they would have put this strap, made it a little bit longer like Gator Wader. If you want to keep this from flopping around, you got to tilt it up and then lock it in like that. But it's not bad. On the inside of the wader, is there any pockets in here? There is. There is. So on the inside of these waders, let me get the tag out of the way. Neoprene fleece lined pocket on the left and right chest, and then normal X-cross straps. These buckles seem pretty decent, I guess we'll say. I don't know. I just like with the Gator waders, I wish that they would just do a metal clasp up here. I'll show that picture again right now instead of these plastic clips, because I just feel like one way or another these always end up breaking after a year or two. Now, with that being said, Drake has a 3-year warranty, so I'm not going to stress about it really at all because it's a no questions asked warranty, which is, I mean, let me know in the comments down below, but it's pretty crazy that a company is putting that much trust into these. And I think that's about it for the overview. Oh, that's kind of nice. So there's no way to adjust it, but on the side, there is a little elastic piece on the inside of the wader to keep it kind of snugged and slim fitting on the side. I like that. It's a little attention to details. All right, let me throw these on and then we will talk about the fit of these waders. So obviously I just put these on. The boots are weird. The best way to describe it, it feels like on the inside of the boot there is the layer that's touching your foot, and then it feels like there's like a foam padding or air, and then there's the actual outer layer of the boot. So for reference, I am 6'1", about 185, and I wear a size 9 shoe, which is kind of tiny for how tall I am, but that's all right. The boots themselves have decent padding. They definitely just feel heavier than the Gator Waders per se, but I don't hate them. They seem comfortable enough. So the sole is somewhat comfortable, like I just said, but the the top layer, like the toe box and the heel box, it's weird to describe. Yeah, it just feels like there's two layers in them. The actual fit of the waders, they seem almost a little baggy, but then when you actually move around in them, it seems like they should have a little bit more like movement in them than they do. But they're pretty dang comfy. I like them. They have good fit, good style. The pockets, let's see. Yeah, I mean, that is right where you want them to be. These pockets are huge, actually. I like that a lot for those real cold mornings. These will be very nice. I do wish that they would have done a little bit more of a protective layer on these with all of these seams right here. It still makes me a little nervous. I feel like they could have had a extra puncture or protective layer from like here down, like the Gator Waders. But these are a little bit cheaper than those, so there's going to be pros and cons to each. But I think these are great for the money. And I mean, here's the thing: at the end of the day, these waders, they are 600 bucks. Zip waders have lots of good features, pretty comfortable. They fit well. I like how they're not super baggy anywhere, but you can still move around in them pretty dang good. And with that 3-year warranty, that's hard to beat. That should, at least for everybody in the hunting industry who's producing waders right now, I think that should be a bare minimum. If you're going to produce a product and sell it for that much money, stand behind your product, which I think Drake is doing. And it's nice to see that it's a 3-year warranty, not just a manufacturer warranty, but they say boot to shoulder strap. Anything happens with these waders within that 3 years, and you can send them back and get a new pair. So that to me makes these waders damn impressive. If you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you guys. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. As I grow this channel, I need to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can start to monetize all of this stuff, because hunting equipment is not cheap. So thank you guys again. We will see you on the next one. Peace.